In the heart of a dark night, when the moon only faintly illuminated the empty roads, Jason embarked on a fascinating journey. His car slowly paved its way through quiet forests, surrounded by darkness. With every passing mile, Jason felt the solitude of the dark road taking hold of his mind. The shadows of the trees seemed alive, dancing under the glow of the headlights. He sensed he wasn't alone on this path. Suddenly, a figure emerged in the beams of the headlights. As it approached, it became more distinct. It was a strange fellow traveler, swaying in the darkness. Jason decided to give him a ride, but as they got closer, his behavior became increasingly peculiar. Suddenly, the fellow traveler looked at Jason, his eyes gleaming with an unnatural light. Jason's heart skipped a beat. Dark forebodings seized him, but he couldn't bring himself to stop. The road takes a turn towards where the shadows grow thicker. The whispers of the forest seem to invite Jason inside, promising to unravel the mysteries hidden within its depths. The car enters a dark forest, where branches create a canopy of shadows. Jason realizes he's in a place where forgotten tombs slumber. He hears the whispers of the dead and sees phantom figures wandering among the trees. Jason notices strange tracks on the road leading into the depths of the forest. His curiosity takes over, and he decides to investigate. The tracks lead to an old, abandoned house standing at the heart of the woods. The house appears empty, but something compels Jason to enter. Inside, he discovers ancient photographs covered in dust and feels the cold touch of unseen hands. As Jason explores the house, he stumbles upon a room filled with echoes of the past. Flickering candles cast eerie shadows on the walls, revealing glimpses of a forgotten era. Old letters and journals speak of a family that once called this place home, their tales now whispered by the lingering spirits. A haunting melody echoes through the halls, played on an old piano that hasn't been touched in years. Jason follows the sound, finding himself in a dimly lit parlor. The keys move on their own, as if guided by unseen hands. The air thickens with a sense of sorrow. The apparitions of the family that once resided here materialize before Jason. They move silently, reenacting moments from their past lives. A tragedy unfolds before his eyes, painting a picture of loss, betrayal, and unfulfilled promises. Through the spectral visions, Jason pieces together a curse that has plagued the family for generations. Unfinished business and unresolved conflicts have bound their souls to this forsaken place. The echoes of their anguish resonate through the walls. In a dusty, long-forgotten mirror, Jason catches a glimpse of shadows that don't belong to the family's apparitions. Sinister figures with hollow eyes stare back at him. Unseen forces begin to stir, and a feeling of malevolence pervades the air. Among the forgotten belongings, Jason discovers a cryptic diary. Its pages tell of a ritual, a desperate attempt to break the curse. The entries grow increasingly frantic, hinting at a darkness that lurks beneath the surface. Driven by a sense of urgency, Jason decides to perform the ritual described in the diary. As the clock strikes midnight, he gathers the necessary items in the parlor. Candles flicker, and the air becomes charged with an otherworldly energy. During the seance, an unseen specter materializes in the room. It speaks in a voice that seems to echo from beyond the realm of the living, revealing the secrets of the curse and the price that must be paid to lift it. The specter presents Jason with a choice, a pact with the unknown. To break the curse, he must carry the burden of the family's pain, becoming a vessel for their lingering sorrows. Hesitation lingers in the air as Jason contemplates the consequences. As Jason accepts the pact, the room trembles with ethereal energy. Threads of destiny unravel around him, connecting him to the tormented souls. Whispers of gratitude and sorrow fill his ears, and the shadows in the mirror seem to retreat. In the aftermath of the ritual, Jason gains glimpses beyond the veil of the living. The family's spirits find solace, their ethereal forms fading into the light. Yet other, darker entities linger in the corners, drawn by the power unleashed. A new ominous presence makes itself known. Shadows coalesce into a form that defies description. It watches Jason with malevolent eyes, neither alive nor dead. The atmosphere thickens as the entity tests the limits of the newfound connection. The ominous entity grows stronger, feeding on the residual energies of the curse. Jason feels its influence seeping into his thoughts, testing the limits of his resolve. The pact made in desperation now appears to be a pact with a force far darker than anticipated. Whispering shadows dance on the walls, taunting Jason with half-formed faces and indistinct voices. The barrier between the living and the spectral realm weakens, and the ominous entity inches closer to the corporeal world. Haunted by the consequences of his actions, Jason decides to delve deeper into the mysteries of the curse. He discovers a hidden passage beneath the house, leading to a subterranean chamber where the malevolent force is at its strongest. In the chamber, Jason finds relics tied to the curse, ancient artifacts infused with both sorrow and malevolence. As he examines them, the room darkens, and the ominous entity materializes, challenging Jason to face the true extent of his pact. The entity proposes a new bargain, tempting Jason with promises of power and knowledge beyond mortal comprehension. It seeks to exploit the fragile connection formed during the ritual, offering forbidden secrets in exchange for Jason's allegiance. A battle ensues in the subterranean chamber, fought on both ethereal and corporeal planes. Jason grapples with the entity's whispers, resisting the seduction of dark knowledge. The relics resonate with the conflict, and the chamber becomes a battleground between light and shadow. With an unwavering resolve, Jason shatters the cursed relics, severing the entity's hold on the spiritual realm. The chamber trembles as the malevolent force recoils, its influence dissipating. For a moment, a profound silence hangs in the air. As Jason emerges from the subterranean depths, he realizes the entity's defeat is not absolute. Its eyes still linger in the shadows, a reminder that malevolence endures. The journey into darkness has changed Jason, leaving an indelible mark on his soul. The house, once filled with spectral echoes, now stands eerily silent. The family's spirits have found peace, but the ominous entity's lingering shadows suggest that the battle against the forces beyond is far from over. In the closing chapter, Jason contemplates the price paid to break the curse. The shadows never rest, and the line between light and darkness remains blurred. As he drives away from the haunted house, the road ahead stretches into an uncertain future, where the echoes of the ethereal journey continue to whisper in the winds of the unknown.